So our next speaker up is Anna Zant. She is the Performance Marketing Manager at StageLink, and she's going to give a talk that clearly lots of you are excited about because we have a full house, entitled Maximize Your Digital Marketing, How to Set Up a Great Campaign on Facebook and Instagram. So first we're going to show a quick video, and then you will get Anna Zant.
Hello, everyone. That was the video. I didn't see it. Was it good? Well, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Anna Zant, like I've already been introduced. I'm responsible for the performance marketing at StageLink. So I do actually enjoy data and analytics, but I have a creative background as well. So I've previously been a dancer, singer, actress, and have now shifted towards this field, which really excites me as well, especially when it comes to music events, etc. I want to keep it really basic and get the really core elements of a good marketing campaign across. So what does a marketing campaign need? Or what does performance marketing even mean? So basically, can kind of look at it from three elements. You need a strategy. You need to set your goal. What do you want to achieve with your campaign? So that's basically setting a goal. So you want to sell tickets for a conference, for example. Secondly, content. Okay, you need ad texts, you need images. What is your brand? Like, what do you want to bring across? What type of language do you want to use? And thirdly, performance, which basically means getting the ad out there, putting it on digital channels like Google, Instagram, Facebook, etc. So I today will be focusing on the third part, the performance part. So before I go deeper into it, I'd like to introduce you to the lean startup cycle. It's basically a concept from the startup world. The reason why I chose is because I think it's really applicable for performance marketing. So basically, let's say you have some data. You look at the data, you learn from it. Okay, what does it show? You then build a product, or let's say a marketing campaign from it. You let it run, gain some more data, where you can learn again. So you constantly improve and hopefully spend your budget the most efficient way possible. So just throwing it out there for now, when we come to the end of it, you will see why it is so applicable for performance marketing and for digital marketing. So before I'm going to go into like a basic campaign setup first. I did promise to show you how to actually put a campaign live on Facebook and Instagram. But before I actually do that in the Facebook Ads Manager, I think it's really necessary to introduce you to some theories. Just some basic words that you need to know when you're in Facebook and you're like, what the is a, I don't know, impression, CPI, all these words throwing around you. So I'm just going to introduce you to the main things. And then later on in the second part, like I said, we're going to set up a very basic Facebook campaign. Third part, we're going to look at some data, like we did at StageLink, quite a complex setup, so you see what is actually possible with a marketing campaign online. So let's start. Don't know if there are any marketeers amongst you. You probably have heard of the marketing funnel, right? Great. So basically, let's say you've put your ad out there, or your ads. Loads of people see them, right? Then we have the funnels getting smaller. We have kind of a barrier there. Only a few of those people who've seen the ad are going to click the ad, right? Very few, actually. Around 1 to 2%. And then the last barrier, here we go, is the purchase, hopefully, in our case, ticket purchase, right? A conversion. So just to get some names out there. Impression is basically when someone has seen your ad. So you pay, Facebook, Instagram, you pay for each and every single impression. Second barrier, what I talked about, the click. So you have a cost per click later on. And then the conversion. The conversion can be anything. In our case, it would be a ticket purchase. Then the two other concepts you need to familiarize yourself with are awareness, and consideration. So basically, Facebook later on, when you set up your campaign, will ask you, what is your goal? What do you want to do? If you say, okay, I want as many people as possible to see my ad, I want them to be aware that this conference is happening, this is this part of the funnel. So that's why the impression as a KPI is in this part. Consideration, someone's already maybe visited the website, has engaged on your Facebook page, he's already considering buying a ticket. So we go through these funnels until someone actually does buy. Okay, is that kind of clear, all of that? Great. So we're going to continue to who we're going to target, right? So you've got an ad, but who you want the ad to see. Which we come to the audiences. It's basically groups of people who Facebook chooses to show the ad to. So loads of different options. I'm just going to explain them to you so you get an idea. Basically, if we start with the engagers, you've liked a page on Facebook, let's say the conference page. Facebook knows, so they're going to show you the ad if I put Facebook engagers in the audience. Then Facebook actually has this really smart way of statistically cloning people, which are called lookalikes. Which we have engagers lookalikes. So someone is similar to you you've already liked the page. Someone similar, he's also going to be targeted if I choose that. Then interest-based. Have you ever liked something related to music on Facebook? Probably, right? You're going to fall into those groups. So again, Facebook clusters here, you can choose all sorts of things. And then website visitors, if you have installed tracking on your website, basically Facebook can see that you've already been on our website, for example, and we retarget you. And again, purchases lookalikes, I think that makes sense, someone who's similar to someone who's already bought. So we at StageLink, we decide to cluster them like that. We exclude them from each other to not overlap. It's just an option, and I think it's important for you to have heard of these before. So remember the funnel? We're going to put these audiences to the funnel. So someone who's interested might see an impression, might then go to the website, or maybe engage with your Facebook page. So here we have the consideration part, here we have the awareness, and hopefully it'll all end in our conversion, which is a purchase in this case. So just to give you an idea of some numbers, these are just example. It really depends on the campaign, it depends on what you're advertising. But different channels, like you see Facebook, Insta, Google Search, etc., have different click rates, different prices. I just want you to be aware that it's the best thing to do is actually to do a multi-channel marketing campaign to make use of that. So if you want, Google Search usually has a high click rate. Do you want people to click? Maybe you should also advertise in Google Search, and so on. I have brought you some ad examples. Maybe you have seen them, maybe not. So these are the ads that we've been running for this event. As you can see, Instagram story, Facebook feed, various ad texts, different images, videos. So why do we do that? Basically, it makes sense to try different audiences, try various texts in combination with different images, videos, on different channels to see what works best, right? So actually, for this campaign, or like a general setup, you could say like use 2 texts, 4 images, on 5 different audiences, on 4 different channels, which, if someone's really good at maths, makes 160 ad combinations. That's a lot, right? But you can test them all, and you get beautiful data, which I'll show you at the end, so keep this in mind. So I've basically gone through like the basic theoretic parts. We're now going to show you how to set up a very basic campaign on Facebook. I'm going to do it in a very simple way. So we're just going to do one ad, not 160. One ad set, one campaign, just to show you what it actually looks like. But so far, any questions? No? You can ask. Yeah, I'm not scary. Okay, great. So let's start. So we're in the Facebook Business Manager. You can click on Quick Creation. So, do you remember when I said in the beginning, you need to know what your goal is? Facebook asks you, campaign objective. We're going to choose conversion because we want to sell tickets, right? Our conversion is the ticket purchase. Next, we're going to basically set up the campaign structure. So what I think is really important on Facebook Ads Manager, there are different levels. So you have the campaign level, which is like the overall level. You have the ad set level, where you have the clusters of, for example, various audiences. And then you have the ad level, where you have all the different ads showing to the different audiences. So basically, campaign level, ad set level, ad level. Yeah? So we've got our campaign level. Here you see them as well, campaigns, ad sets, ads. We're now going to click on the ads level to, first of all, design our ads. We're going to choose the Facebook page, Insta page. At the bottom here, we add media, so we add our image. We add our headline text, all pretty straightforward. The link we want to send the ad to. Then, exactly, so all done. Still following. Okay, we've created one ad. Just the ad, no targeting yet, right? So now you see the setup. Next, we go into the middle level, the ad set level. So, remember the funnel? We said, okay, we want conversion for our end. So we have to say what conversion we want. Basically, we have to choose, okay? We're on our website. We have hopefully installed a pixel to be able to track. We're now putting in purchase as our conversion goal. And here we go. Next thing, ad set, audiences. Do you remember that part? Yep, great. So we're gonna set up a custom audience, they're called. Here you can find the engagers, the website visitors, all of those audiences I've shown you earlier in the talk. So we're gonna create, for now, a website custom audience. So someone who's been on our website, they're gonna be retargeted and shown the ad again. Here we go. That's our pixel. We put the URL. Anyone who's been on the website in the last 180 days, they're going to be in that audience we're going to target. Next thing, do I want my ads to show to someone in China? No, right? The conference is in Berlin. Most likely people are going to come here. So of course, geo-targeting is something really important. Again, so you can choose a radius. You can choose to have different geo-targeting in different ad sets. So let's say you do the whole of Germany. Make sure to exclude Berlin if you have it in a separate ad set. Are you still following? Great. Next, I talked about the interest audiences earlier, right? So someone who's actually liked some kind of music. You can basically enter music, I don't know, and stuff pops up. You can select, and you can enter what interests you'd like people, or people who are interested in that, they'll see the ad. Pretty straightforward. Next thing, placement. Placement is the word for where on these channels you're going to see the ad. So you've probably seen ads on the stories, on your Instagram stories, but also on the right column in the news feed. That's where you choose it. You can let Facebook do it by clicking automatic placements, or you can actually edit it yourself and choose where you'd like your ad to be seen. Great. That's actually it. So, in terms of campaign setup on Facebook, it's pretty straightforward, right? If you do it simple. If you want to really have a good campaign and not give a load of money to Facebook for nothing, you should really think of a bit more of a complex setup with various audiences, etc. You'll see or understand more of that once I show you the data which we have. Basically, I do need to say this is not the data from this current campaign. I'm not allowed to share that. So gonna go into some analytics and optimization. That's the beauty of it. We have all this data, so you can constantly improve. And because you usually should run a multi-channel campaign, you can't just use the reporting in Facebook, let's say, or Google, because then you have a bit of data there, a bit of data there, a bit of data there. We choose to do it in Data Studio, which is a service by Google. You can use that. And you can visualize your data from your campaign. This is live, so you can constantly see how it's going and constantly optimize. Basically, if you remember the funnel, impressions, clicks, purchases. For us, I think, or for event-based campaigns, that makes sense, I think. This is basically just an overall thing to see, okay, how is it going over time? Which channel's working? Where is it working best? What countries are we targeting, etc. Now, on the next sheets, we're basically going down one level. So I'm going to look at the different audiences. So who's clicked most in what audience? So again, impressions, clicks, purchases. You can filter, you can see, okay, why didn't that work? Maybe I can change that, etc. Same with the content. So here we're seeing which ad combinations with which image, which text work the best. Same with geographic regions, age, gender, as well as where people see it on their desktop, on their mobile. It's usually mobile. Like, actually, it's kind of out of the question now. Also, which placement works best, as in story, etc. Like the click rates are very different depending on where you see the ad. So now, closing the circle, going back to what I first introduced, the lean startup. Do you now get why performance marketing really applies to that, or this applies to performance marketing? So basically, you have so much data, what I've just shown you. I think that's really exciting. I don't know whether I'm weird. But you can use that data to constantly improve, set up your campaign in a more of a complex way, not just one ad, but various ads so you can actually test them. You can constantly improve, and at the end of the day, you're going to spend your marketing budget much more efficiently and not going to throw out thousands of euros, because the music industry is not the richest industry in the world, right? So we should do it efficiently. Yeah, so I think that's basically it. I hope you could take away something from this. I'm also happy to chat.